News break coming in. The stage has been set for a stormy Parliament winter session. Opposition set to corner Modi government on Adani. Top India group netas meet at Kharge's residence. Rahul Gandhi also at this meeting. Key India bloc meet on the Adani issue. Well, this is what the Congress is going to go into Parliament in the winter session on the entire Bribegate saga concerning Adani, and today itself they pushed for a discussion on the allegations, and amidst the din, amidst the chaos, the House was suspended. I want to cut across to Anmol Bali, who's joining us live from the Congress headquarters for more. Anmol, what more can you add on this meeting that's taking place?
Preeti, currently the Congress Parliamentary Strategy Group meeting is still underway at 10 Rajaji Marg at the residence of Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, where I am standing. Various of the Congress leaders have arrived an hour ago, and strategy and brainstorming session has started for the upcoming Parliament session. Congress leader LOP Rahul Gandhi, KC Venugopal, Kumari Shailja, Shashi Tharoor, Pramod Tiwari, P. Chidambaram, Gaurav Gogoi, and various other leaders are inside. They are discussing for the strategy for the upcoming Parliament session. The main issues which could be discussed in this meeting could be the Adani issue and the Sambhal rights to corner the Bharatiya Janata Party, because it will be seen that on Wednesday the Parliament will start on the morning, and tomorrow the Parliament session will not sit due to the commemoration of 75th anniversary of Indian Constitution. Keeping that all in mind, Congress is now brainstorming for the strategy in the Parliament.
Right, and Rahul Gandhi was also at this meeting. He wasn't present today, though, but a keen eye on all developments as they take place. Meanwhile, many would think that the Congress would also be deliberating on the momentous loss where Maharashtra was concerned. After a stunning sweep of the Mahayuti in Maharashtra, Prime Minister Modi today launched a scathing attack on the Congress on the very first day of Parliament's winter session, hitting out at the opposition. He said that rejecting netas are trying to hijack Parliament by creating disruptions in the House. Here's more.
Riding the high of Mahatsunami, Prime Minister Modi walked into the first day of Parliament winter session, breathing fire at the opposition.
जिनको जनता ने अस्वीकार किया है, वे संसद को भी मुट्ठी भर लोगों के हुड़दंगबाजी से कंट्रोल करने का लगातार प्रयास कर रहे हैं। देश की जनता उनके सारे व्यवहारों को काउंट करती है, और जब समय आता है तो सजा भी देती है।
The focus on Narendra Modi's attack was the Congress and Rahul Gandhi. The Prime Minister taunted the Congress for losing nearly 90 elections since 2014.
80-90 बार जनता ने जिनको लगातार नकार दिया है, वे न संसद में चर्चा होने देते हैं, न लोकतंत्र की भावना का सम्मान करते हैं, न ही वह लोगों की आकांक्षाओं का कोई महत्व समझते हैं, उनका उसके प्रति कोई दायित्व है वो कोई समझ पाते हैं, और उसका परिणाम है वो जनता की उम्मीदों पर कभी भी खरे नहीं उतरते हैं, और परिणाम स्वरूप जनता को बार बार उनको रिजेक्ट करना पड़ रहा है।
The big Maharashtra verdict has also given fresh momentum to Modi's Viksit Bharat mission. The Prime Minister hinted at his government's first big task.
संविधान में वक्फ कानून का कोई स्थान ही नहीं है। कांग्रेस ने तुष्टीकरण के लिए कानून बनाए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश तक की परवाह नहीं की।
The other big focus on the Modi government will be pushing through One Nation, One Poll.
One nation, one election is something whose idea is an idea whose time has come. When we went campaigning, even during this election, a lot of people were saying that, look, why do we have an election every few months? So we had an election in June, one in November. We'll soon have a municipal corporation election in Mumbai. 3 elections in less than a year's time. And I think the people gradually lose interest. And I think this is all a huge waste of manpower, waste of time, waste of money.
For Rahul Gandhi and the Congress that scripted its worst ever performance in Maharashtra, the results calls for some serious overhaul in strategy. The resurgence of the general election has been exhausted.
पहले नरेंद्र मोदी जी छाती फैला के आते थे, अब नरेंद्र मोदी जी ऐसे आते हैं.
Post 2024, Rahul Gandhi has continued to expend his energies with attacks on the Adani Group, brandished the constitution and repeatedly warned that the BJP was endangering the constitution.
एक है तो सेफ है, एक कौन है? एक नरेंद्र मोदी जी हैं, अदानी जी हैं, अमित शाह जी हैं. सेफ है तो कौन सेफ है? अदानी जी सेफ हैं.
Prime Minister has already declared that the Maharashtra win was a victory of good governance and development. Modi and his government will now be going full throttle in that direction. Bureau Report, India Today.
Meanwhile, post the Maharashtra win, there's been clear discord in the Aghadi faction after the crushing poll defeat. Sena and Shinde MLAs claim 5 to 6 Aghadi MLAs in touch with the Mahayuti to join the alliance in the next months to come. Now, this on a day after blame game erupted between the Aghadi for the Maharashtra route. Listen in.
After humiliating Maharashtra defeat, Mahavikas Aghadi Alliance may be facing a rebellion. Multiple Aghadi MLAs are said to be in talks with the Mahayuti to jump ship. Shiv Sena claimed that several MLAs from Uddhav Thackeray's party are looking to switch sides.
कल रात से ही शिंदे साहब के संपर्क में 4-5 एमएलए है. उनका क्या करना है, कैसा पार्टी में लेना है, वो फाइनल बाद में किया जाएगा. अभी तो आज का मीटिंग जो था उसमें गठन नेता जबकि माननीय एकनाथ शिंदे साहब को
यूबीटी के विधायक आना चाहते हैं. शिंदे
नहीं, यूबीटी का मैंने बोला कि आना चाहते हैं, वो 4-5 लोग हैं, उनके बारे में बाद में सोचा जाए.
A similar claim was made by Ajit Pawar's NCP.
लगातार जैसे रिजल्ट आना चालू हुए तब से जो आघाड़ी के लोग थे, जिन चिन्हों पे वो चुनाव लड़ रहे थे और पराभूत हुए, उन्हीं के साथ में हमारा संपर्क हुआ और जीत गए. और जीतने के बाद भी कुछ ऐसे एमएलए है कि उनको अभी महसूस होने लग गया कि अभी यहाँ पर विरोध में रह के, जहाँ पर विरोधी पक्ष नेता जो है, विपक्ष का जो नेता है वो भी नहीं चुन सकते, तो वहाँ रह के अभी हम लोग आगे क्या करेंगे. और जो लोगों को सीट बंटवारे में इधर उधर समझो सीट जाने की वजह से उधर चले गए थे, वो भी अभी पार्टी ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं.
While many Aghadi leaders are blaming EVM tampering, Congress MP Karti Chidambaram vouched for EVMs as fail-proof.
I have been participating in elections which have been using EVM since 2004. I personally have not had any bad experience. Neither do I have any evidence to suggest that there is any kind of manipulation or tampering. If others have some sort of doubt about the efficacy of the EVM, it's really for them to say. But I personally do not have any doubts or about the robustness or the efficacies of EVM.
The embarrassing defeat has also led to infighting among Aghadi partners. On Sunday, Congress's Maharashtra in charge, G. Parmeshwara openly blamed Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar for failing to back Congress candidates.
ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮವರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ಶಿವಸೇನೆದವರಿಗೆ ಆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಶಿವಸೇನಾ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟಿಗೆ, ಅದು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಂತ. ಶರದ್ ಪವಾರ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಂಗೆ.
Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi too blamed Congress for Uddhav Sena candidate's defeat. Will the crushing defeat lead to more internal discord in Mahavikas Aghadi? With Piyush Mishra in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Trust us to get you the latest on that. With that, let's shift focus right now to Uttar Pradesh, Sambhal, where violence has rocked Sambhal, erupted after yesterday. Rioters and the police faced off. The authorities have made scathing revelations about the attack. Sources say that the deaths in the violence were caused by a pistol, while what the police say that their pistol is different. However, the police claim that the deaths were caused by a Desi pistol, while their own pistols are 9mm bullets. The deceased was shot with a .315 bore bullet pistol. Take a look at this report.
Arson, stone pelting, and killings. Violence broke out in Sambhal on Sunday after protesters opposed a survey of the local Shahi Masjid conducted by a court-appointed panel. Videos showed protesters throwing stones at police from buildings in front of the Shahi Jama Masjid. The police called the clashes a pre-planned attack. They claimed the attack was allegedly incited by Sambhal MP Zia-ur-Rahman and the son of the local MLA Sohail Iqbal.
Zia-ur-Rahman Barq और सोहेल इकबाल नामक ये दो नामजद अभियुक्त हैं जिनको उन्होंने अभियुक्त बनाया है। उनके द्वारा बताया गया है कि भीड़ को इन लोगों ने भड़का के बलवे का रूप दिया। उनके द्वारा पूर्व में भी भड़काऊ भाषण दिए गए थे।
The Samajwadi Party rejected the charges, saying MP Zia-ur-Rahman was not present in Uttar Pradesh when the attack occurred.
मुझे अफसोस है कि पुलिस प्रशासन के लोगों ने जो प्री प्लान तरीके से इस घटना को अंजाम दिया है। मैंने और माननीय राष्ट्रपति अखिलेश यादव जी ने मांग की है कि उन अधिकारियों के खिलाफ हत्या का मुकदमा दर्ज होना चाहिए और उनको जेल में भेजना चाहिए।
हमारे सांसद जिया-उर-रहमान जब संभल में ही नहीं थे और उसके बावजूद भी उन पर एफआईआर दर्ज करना, ऐसा उदाहरण कभी किसी को मिला होगा देखने को, सुनने को? एक पुलिस ऑफिसर ये कह रहा हो कि नेता बनना छोड़ दो, नेताओं का सहारा लेना छोड़ दो, किसके लिए भाषा थी वो?
4 people died in gunfire on Sunday. Families of victims who died in shooting during the clashes accused the police of opening fire. Sources in the police tell India Today the deaths were caused by country pistols and the police fired only pellets.
Now we see the investigating team, while the forensic is सबसे important. Sir, can we see so far what all have been covered here? क्या-क्या अब तक सीज हुए हैं? ये क्या-क्या मिले हैं?
ये टीयर गैस है और इनका भी बाद में जांच के बाद पता।
So forensic team से आप लोग?
हाँ।
ठीक है। So that makes really significant because the forensic evidence are very critical during the trial, during the investigation.
A political slugfest has erupted over the survey ordered by a local court based on a petition claiming that the Mughal-era mosque was built by demolishing a temple at the site. While the opposition parties blame the BJP for the violence, the ruling party is accusing the India bloc of stoking trouble.
विपक्ष ने तुष्टीकरण नीतियों के तहत वहां पे सर्वे टीम पे हमला नहीं था, ये भारत के संविधान पर हमला था, भारत के लोकतंत्र पे हमला था, ये भारत को जलाना चाहते थे।
जो सर्वे करने लोग आ रहे हैं वो प्रोवोकेटिव स्लोगन्स लगा कर आ रहे हैं, वो वीडियो उसका है, पब्लिक डोमेन में है। और उसके बाद जो वहां पर वायलेंस हुआ जिसमें 3 मुसलमानों को गोली लगी, उनकी मौत हुई, हम इसका कंडेम करते हैं। ये फायरिंग नहीं बल्कि मर्डर है।
Police have filed 7 FIRs in connection with the violence. The district administration has imposed prohibitory orders and restricted the entry of outsiders into Sambhal until November 30th. With Himanshu Mishra and Ashutosh Mishra, Bureau Report, India Today.
Colleague Ashutosh Mishra now joins us live from Sambhal. Ashutosh, first up, give us a sense of what is the ground situation right now, and at the back of all these allegations, what are you picking up?
Well, Preeti, as we see, we are headed to meet a higher official from the investigative team. And so far, what I read, the situation is absolutely under control and probably clear, because of the adequate amount of deployment that has been done. Now we see the Rapid Action Force also being deployed. The higher official from Muradabad Mandal, the Commissioner of Muradabad, will be probing as the magisterial probe has been ordered. But for now, what it seems, the action that police took since this morning, the preventive steps, perhaps could have taken before the survey takes place, could have probably in yesterday or day before yesterday. That could have prevented this entire deadly violence that unfolded on Sunday in Sambhal. Subsequently, somewhere it is the failure of the intelligence agencies, the state intelligence, why they failed to gather the information, because 2 rounds of the survey were already done. This was the 3rd round, because all of these people who gathered in a number covering their faces, it looks like spontaneous. So far, the 25 arrests have been made. Zafar Ali, the head of the administration of the mosque, he was detained today. He has been taken to the police station. We'll have to see whether he's also being arrested. Subsequently, Rahman and the politicians, the family members of the local politicians, also they were served notices, their role also being played, whether they were directly involved or indirectly involved. But more importantly, the identification of the people, those who were part of this mob who led to this clash and violence near the mosque area, the identification is going to be a challenge, because many of them were, masked. They were wearing masks. So clearly on that, this makes it really very challenging for the police. They are using all the technologies available. Drone footage are being monitored, observed. Subsequently, flag marches are being carried out across Sambhal to ensure, to give a message to all the miscreants that no such incidents take place further, Preeti.
All right, Ashutosh, appreciate you joining us. My colleague Ashutosh tracking all the developments in Sambhal. Meanwhile, let's shift focus now to day 1 of the winter session. High drama today, viewers, in Parliament over the Adani Bribegate storm. The opposition is adamant for an answer from the centre on the United States' bribery charges against the businessman. Meanwhile, global partners are shunning the Adani Group, and the Telangana government today rejected funds. But the markets appear to be unaffected.
Both houses of parliament adjourned for the day after the opposition refused the business to be conducted, demanding a discussion on bribery allegations against the Adani Group.
सभा की कार्रवाई 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है. The House is adjourned to meet at 11:45.
But the markets were unaffected by this hangama, with all 10 Adani Group stocks in the green for most of the first half of trading day, until a bombshell press release by Total Energies that announced it will stop all investment in Adani Group. The French company said it will not make any new financial contribution as part of its investments in the Adani Group of companies until such time when the accusations against the group individuals and their consequences have been clarified. It added that it was not made aware of the existence of an investigation into the alleged corruption scheme. The unexpected announcement reversed the sentiment in the market, with the share of Adani Green Energy plunging 15% from their day highs. Total Energies owns 19.75% stake in Adani Green Energy, which it bought in January 2021 after AGEL won what was then the world's largest solar order and is now under the US stock market regulator's scrutiny. Total also owns a 37.4% stake in Adani Total Gas Limited, as well as 50% stake in 3 renewable joint ventures with Adani Green Energy. Meanwhile, the Congress government in Telangana gave a political twist to a 100 crore rupee donation by the Adani Group. Chief Minister Revanth Reddy announced the state government has turned down the funding for a skills university aimed at developing industry-specific abilities among young people.
अदानी ग्रुप से मैं किसी पार्टी के लिए, हमारे कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए नहीं तो हमारे परिवार के लिए एक पैसा नहीं लिए. CSR कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फंड्स हम अदानी से 100 crores in principle we have taken a letter. अभी तक एक पैसा भी हमारे तेलंगाना सरकार के खाता में नहीं आया. कुछ कम 3 लाख करोड़ रुपए बजट है तेलंगाना राज्य के, तो उसमें 100 करोड़ रुपए के लिए हम लोग इतना एलिगेशंस फेस करने का जरूरत नहीं है. तो कंट्रोवर्सी से दूर रहने के लिए हमारे राज्य सरकार ने ये निर्णय लिया हुआ है. हमारे ऊपर कोई किसी ने दबावट करने वाले नहीं है. किसी ने दबावट किए तो हम लोग सुनने वाला भी नहीं है.
The developments come a day after Reuters reported that the US Securities and Exchange Commission has issued summons to Gautam Adani in the bribery case. The summons reportedly require an answer within 21 days. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.
You are watching Fact Check segment where we bust fake news. Protests against a mosque survey in Uttar Pradesh Sambhal district turned violent on 24th November. At least 4 people have reportedly been killed so far and dozens have been injured. On the morning of 24th November, a group of court-appointed advocates approached the Shahi Jama Masjid for a survey following a petition that claimed the Muglara Mosque was constructed after demolishing a temple at the site. This led to local residents protesting, resulting in clashes with the police. A video now going viral allegedly shows the Sambhal police lathi-charging protesters. In the viral clip, a large group of people can be seen being beaten up by policemen in a lane. India Today Fact Check found that the viral clip is neither from Sambhal nor recent. The December 2019 video from Gorakhpur shows the police lathi-charging anti-CAA protesters. A reverse image search of keyframes from the viral clip led us to the same video published by a YouTube channel in March 2020, making it clear that it is not from the recent clashes in Sambhal. But where is the video from? In the video, we observed several shops and their names written on the boards. We searched for these names on maps and found that the video is from Uttar Pradesh's Gorakhpur district, which is more than 650 kilometers from Sambhal. While many videos of clashes have emerged from Sambhal, it's clear that this video from 2019 does not show the violence there. This fact check on viral fake news is done by India Today's team AFA. With that, a quick break. Stay with us for the latest news and updates. This is AI Sana signing off.